Well, hello everyone. It's Tisha. Thank you for stopping by again. We are going to go ahead and do Candle Day Part 2. So, is anyone else able to drink a cup of coffee and go to bed? I'm so blessed that I have no caffeine and sensitivity. I literally am going to drink this and finish this video and go to sleep because I'm still in full recovery mode. But I had the best day back. My kiddos missed me so much from being sick. And then on my lunch break, I was able to read so many of your sweet comments. I know this is what I look like at the end of the day. And it just, oh my gosh, you guys, it just took me right back to when I was making videos all the time and chatting with you all. It just was so kind and sweet. So I will respond to those comments soon. But I was reading through them and it was really touching my heart. So thank you guys for stopping by and leaving a comment on that video. I know how to haul, right? That's why we love Bath and Body Works. It just gives us so many opportunities to do so. But this is the second part and day 2 of my Candle Day shopping. I didn't make it out Friday. And then I did go Saturday, and then I actually went to a smaller store on Sunday, just like I said, taking it easy. But I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got for day 2. I had a gift card still. So I only actually spent $26 out of pocket for this little candle haul because I had those gift cards burning a hole in my pocket. And like I said in my last video, I probably am going to go ahead and participate in Body Care Day. It has been a while since I bought Body Care, so I'm pretty excited about some of the new stuff coming out. But go ahead and leave me a comment of things that you've heard that are coming out for Body Care Day because I want to be a little more prepared. But having said that, I'm going to go ahead and get into these last 2 crates of candles. This is the good stuff. This is the stuff that we all were excited about. And thank you so much for those of you that left the comment. The White Elephant collection was the one with Top Shelf Elf and Cosmopolitan. White Elephant was what I couldn't remember. I kept thinking Black Friday. It's something to do with this time of year, but I couldn't remember. So thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the 12 candles I picked up, again, at the second store. It is a location that is in a very small, kind of an older mall. Doesn't have a lot going on anymore. It does still have a JCPenney, though. But it's kind of one of those really great stores to know about for, semi-annual sale and things because it has kind of like those hidden gems. So it was way busier than I thought it would be. I literally let myself look crazy on Sundays because it's just that day I'm don't care. So I went in a hoodie and this, but I was oh my gosh, there was people everywhere. It was day 1 of Candle Day. So maybe it isn't that hidden and secure as I think, but I did still see a ton of fun summer candles out. I just didn't gravitate, but they had a good stack still on day 3. So I can't imagine what they had on Friday of candles that I didn't see anyone else hauling, so they must have been left over. So keeping them in mind for semi-annual sale for sure. But let's go ahead and jump into this collection, the one that we are all pretty excited about. Again, couldn't get our hands on this Friday. Didn't matter to me because I didn't go out shopping, but I did not pick this up on the first day of the sale. I guess my store was just later to put it out. I went in right away when they opened on Saturday, and this wasn't out quite yet. So I thought about going back that day, and then I just thought, you know what? It's probably going to be okay to go on Sunday. I'll get what I get. I had started an online order, and I just kind of stopped because the candles were going so quickly. I kind of just thought, if there's anything left Sunday, I'll go ahead and grab it. Anyway, so the first one I picked up was White Chocolate Macadamia, and I was very excited about this one. I was hoping to be able to get the caramel frappuccino, which I did. And then I just wanted to smell these because they kind of sounded right up my alley. As you guys know, I love gourmand candles, but also they kind of sound like candles we had before. So I wasn't sure if it was just repackaged, which I don't mind repackage. I will buy them every single day, but I wasn't sure if it was new or just something that I've had and not as needed or not, I don't need a whole crate. But let's get into this White Chocolate Macadamia. Chewy cookie filled with crunchy macadamia nuts, white chocolate chips, and natural essential oils. I love this one. And again, I don't know every single gourmand candle that Bath & Body Works has ever made, but right away, it didn't remind me of anything that I'd ever had before. I pick up cookie, and it's definitely got the nuttiness and a sweetness, which I think is probably the white chocolate chip. Again, I just don't have that nose to be able to tell you anything about the difference in chips and nuts and all that. But I think this one smells pretty light on cold. So I need to get it burning just to see, you know, if it's going to throw. I still think this would be a great candle for a lot of pairings I could think of. Again, I love like a cookie and coffee moment. So if I needed to amp this up, I could definitely burn it with a coffee candle, and I think it would pull out those sweet bakery notes. But I like the packaging of this collection. And again, it just was all gourmand. So it was just had my name written all over it. I will say I do like this one. I like the, like, it makes me think of other cookies that I would love to have in a candle. So when I smelled this one the first time, it just, I mean, the notes say cookies, so I went right to cookies, and I was like, man, I would love this to be in a collection with like an oatmeal raisin chocolate chip cookie, or a snickerdoodle cookie with like a cream cheese icing, like just something a little bit, because of course we've had like sugared snickerdoodle, but maybe a snickerdoodle cookie with cream cheese icing, like a whole cookie candle collection, cookie candle collection would be so nice. And this would make a great candle in that collection. But I do really like this one, and I know I got two. So I'm just going to set these back here with my coffee. Yeah, so two of those. And again, there was plenty of this on Sunday. I was very lucky. Again, small store. So I wasn't, I mean, the people that were in there were looking at them, but I was able to sit at the table and smell them all and enjoyed the whole thing. So the next one, Brioche. I knew I was going to say that weird. Brioche French toast. I've talked all day, and this is kind of what you get at the night, at the end of the day for Miss Keen. I like this one. It's the strongest on cold for me, for sure. Caramel frappuccino is pretty strong too, but I really do pick up the maple syrup the most. Like as soon as I open it, it does make me think of, you know, like Merry Maple pancakes. Maybe like the maple, what's another maple candle we get in the fall? Not maple blueberry, but there's another maple candle that I really enjoy. It's escaping me right now. But this one also, I don't really pick up like particularly a bread note. I'm trying to smell it. I'm really just picking up the maple syrup. I hope it's there. I just think this is a unique candle. I love gourmand scents, so I'm happy to have it. And I went ahead and got two of these because I liked it enough. The maple note is strong, so you have to like maple, I think. Like you really do have to kind of like that really sweet scent. It's not as sweet as like caramel drizzle, but it's getting up there. Again, maple syrup is like sugar from a tree. But yeah, so good. So I was happy to pick up two of those. Again, one to burn, one to keep in the collection just for memory's sake. You know how I do. The next one I picked up was Pink Hot Cocoa. I think this is a love it or hate it. Sweet ruby, chocolate, whipped vanilla cream, raspberry sprinkles. When I smelled this, I instantly thought of like Decadently Sweet, or was that what it was called? Man, my brain is like forgetting the Valentine's candle, where it was like a box of chocolates. That one would definitely brought more than this one did. This has got a ton of raspberry, and I think that one had cherry, and it was much more of a subtle note, the fruity note mixed with the chocolate. But I think if you burnt these together, you would probably get the same thing. And again, this one just is really strong on that raspberry. It comes through more than the chocolate does for me. I mean, it's there, but like I definitely pick up the fruity note in here more. So I've just heard so many things about this candle. I was probably the most intrigued just listening to people talk about it on social media. I've heard people say like sugar plum fairy mixed with chocolate. I can see where you're going with that, because like that sugar plum fairy definitely has like a raspberry cotton candy scent to it, or sweet sour candy scent to it. But for this one, for me, it just reminds me more of the Positively Sweet candle. But like I said, that fruit note's different. And in that one, it had a little bit of like a butterscotch or caramel undertone. And this one just smells like raspberry mixed with a little bit of chocolate. Like I'm surprised at how much stronger the fruit note is in this than the chocolate note. But love the pink. And again, I didn't not like it. Like, I think the weirdest candle I smelled on cold was Candy Emporium. This one, when I smelled it, I wasn't like, ew, that's gross. But it wasn't what I thought it would be. And the fruit note in here almost kind of smells sour to me. Like that it's gone bad, but it's so weird to say that because it smells good. But like almost like when you smell something, you're like, oh, should I throw that out? If this was like a coffee creamer, would I drink it? I don't know. That's my thoughts on Hot Pink Cocoa. Did you pick this one up, or what is your favorite candle from this collection? And again, remember, I didn't do my research, so I don't remember the names of all these collections, but we're calling them the Candle Day collections. And my favorite by far was definitely caramel frappuccino. And I knew it would be. Rich cold brew coffee, frothy milk, sweet caramel syrup, blended with ice. We always love to have an ice note in our candles, right? Always kind of makes me nervous. Reminds me of like strawberry daiquiri, but was blended with ice. We're like, the ice was a little bit much in that one. But this one smells very coffee forward, which I love. Definitely reminds me of like caramel brulee latte. The coffee note's a little bit stronger in this one though, like, you know, your cold brew kind of coffee. But yeah, definitely Starbucks, McDonald's, like this, you can just smell the syrup. You ask for extra pumps and they're in there judging you for extra pumps of caramel and you're just living your life. But I loved the whole collection. I thought this was actually really smart for them to save it for the next day, because this was like the star of the show, I think. Well, depending on if you're a gourmand lover. If you weren't a gourmand lover, this did not do anything for you. But yeah, it kind of right away reminded me of caramel brulee latte, just like a different coffee, but like how far apart can they be on the coffee spectrum? So definitely was a fun collection to go ahead and grab. And again, remember, I paid $26 for all of these candles, so didn't bother me none. I had a gift card to pick up an extra candle that I was on the fence about. But I figured burn one so I can do some post-burn reviews and get back into that maybe. Keep one. So 2 was my magic number for this sale. Side note, because I do about 7 or 8 of these per video, I did not find a Paris Cafe, and I burnt through my whole collection. Makes me sad. I hope it does still come out in the core, and I just will have to pick it up in a sale, and not, you know, not the awesome Candle Day price, but I looked everywhere the first day. That was one of the candles on my list, like with champagne toast and my perfect Christmas candle. Like there were a few that I wanted at least one of just to have because I just don't ever not have them. And so I didn't get a Paris Cafe. They were all out. Like the first store I went to, their like whole White Barn collection was like gone. They had like 2 white gardenias and nothing else. It was crazy. There was not any solid color candle anywhere in the store, which is just weird because that's just like a thing. It's like blends in with the wallpaper at this point. But then the second store I went to, they had like the summer candles. So like I saw like pineapple punch, pink apple punch, watermelon lemonade, island margarita, all amazing. Probably should have got a few more, only paying $26. I could have got like another crate, but I wanted Paris Cafe, so since I didn't have it, I walked away. Okay, so then I found this little guy by himself, Mary Cookie, a candle that I love, so I went ahead and picked it up. Fresh baked cookies, sparkling sugar crystal, and rich vanilla. Yummy. It's just so good. It's just so basic but yummy. Like, you know, again, I love gourmand candles. They don't have to do too much with a gourmand candle for me to love it. I thought the packaging was super cute on this one. Again, I just am in the burning of baked goods and gourmand mode, so that was another one that I was like, I absolutely will pick that up. Didn't have it on the list, but when there's just one, it just seems lonely and like it needs to come home with me. Another candle that I picked up was the one and only pistachio and toasted vanilla. This was sitting with like 75 falling flurries, and I wasn't feeling that one this year. Salted pistachios, toasted vanilla almonds. Yum. It's just so good. Again, this is right up my alley. I don't need them all to be chocolate, ooey gooey caramel. Some of them I just like other types of foodie, gourmand, interesting ways to incorporate scent notes. So this was a love right away. And I actually got another one that I haven't hauled for you yet. So I don't even know if I will, but I love this. And it was just calling my name. I said there was one left for me. So super happy to grab that. And last but not least, this was one of the candles that I hadn't actually run into in the drink collection that came out with raspberry mimosa. It wasn't at my first store, this one. Black tie peach Bellini. And so prickly pear sangria, prickly pear syrup, white wine, fresh sliced fruit infusion. Love this. And it does have some interesting note in there with that prickly pear syrup. Like, I love it. It's fruity, but it's not just fruity. And that's what I like about it. I've never had a prickly pear sangria. I love sangria. I would be down to try it, but no, I've never had one. So I saw this sitting there. It was next to a bunch of black tie, I think there's some peach Bellini. And so I went ahead and picked up 2 because I just don't have anything like it in my collection. So again, a burn one, keep one situation. And that rounded out 2 crates. And I thought, you know, I didn't see anything I needed to see. So, you know, we were ending Candle Day. I didn't see any hidden gems anywhere. I always like to look, but I didn't see anything, like just something from fall. Like, again, not shopping the fall time of candles. I missed some really good ones. I missed freshly brewed coffee. Would have loved to have found that. I missed Radiant Red Maple. Would have loved to have found that. There was just a bunch of candles that I thought, man, I really hope there's like a table of fall candles sitting somewhere. But they ran such good sales that there was nothing. Like, I wasn't surprised actually, but would have loved to have run into them. I definitely will be making a trip home for the holidays. And so there's the outlet that's right between here in Kentucky and home in Illinois. So I'm hoping to go there and just find a couple of these candles there. And it will be in just a couple weeks. So maybe there'll be leftover candles. I don't know. I don't know how quickly these things move around, but I'm hopeful. I'll definitely try to do a haul at that point too, just to show you what's at the outlet, anything that I find. But that wraps up my last 12 candles. And so that means I bought 36 candles for Candle Day. You know, I've done more, I've done less. It's kind of right in the middle for me. It was definitely within my budget, so that's good. And I had made room on the shelf, and that is kind of was my goal, was that I don't have candle crates anywhere anymore. Everything's on the shelf, which just makes me happy. And I have like 1 cube is my burn cube and the rest is my collection. And I don't know that anyone needs to be that type A, but that's who I am as a person. So I'm really happy with where my collection's at, and I'm really happy with what I picked up for Candle Day. But yeah, I definitely missed some taking my little break. There was some real good candles that came and went, and I never even smelled them. So anyways, I really appreciate all the comments. I just wanted to make this video close together, because if I did a Candle Day video in the middle of January, that wouldn't make any sense. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys again for popping in and watching that first video I put up in like 6 months. I appreciate you so much, but I will keep this one shorter than that one. So take care of yourselves, and I will hopefully see you in another video very soon. Bye.